Have you ever noticed something? You turn off the lights. You're ready to sleep. The room is quiet. And then you hear soft footsteps. The bed shifts slightly, and suddenly your dog is right there, at your feet, curled against your back, or sometimes stretched across half the bed like they pay the rent. Some people say, "Don't let them do that. They'll get spoiled." But is that really true? Why do dogs want to sleep next to their owners? Is it just habit, or is there something deeper happening? Let's break it down. First, we have to understand something important. Dogs are social animals. Long before they lived in homes, their ancestors survived in groups. And in those groups, they slept close together. Why? Because sleep is the most vulnerable state any animal can be in. When they slept together, they stayed warm. They stayed protected, and if danger came, someone would hear it first. That instinct never completely disappeared. Even though your dog lives in a house now, that pack instinct is still inside them. So when your dog curls up next to you at night, it isn't random. On a biological level, they see you as part of their pack. In their mind, it's simple. We rest together, we are safe together. The second reason is safety. Dogs recognize the world primarily through scent. Your smell is familiar. It's predictable. It signals comfort. When they lie next to you, your scent lowers their stress levels. Your breathing rhythm helps regulate their nervous system. Even your heartbeat can have a calming effect. That's why many dogs fall asleep faster next to their owner than when they're alone. You are their safe place. The third reason is emotional bonding. Every time you pet your dog, make eye contact, play with them, or take them for a walk, something happens biologically. Both of you release oxytocin. Oxytocin is often called the bonding hormone. It's the same hormone released between parents and children. That means your connection isn't just emotional, it's chemical. Sleeping next to you extends that feeling of closeness into the most vulnerable part of the day. And here's something beautiful. It affects you too. Many people sleep more peacefully when their dog is nearby. That calm feeling goes both ways. The fourth reason is protection. Even when your dog looks completely asleep, they're not fully off. Their hearing stays sensitive. Some dogs naturally position themselves near the door, near the edge of the bed, or facing outward. That's not a coincidence. Being close to you allows them to react faster if something feels wrong. It doesn't mean they're constantly on guard, but that protective instinct is still there. The fifth reason is simple physical comfort. Humans are warm, and warmth equals comfort. Small breeds, short-haired dogs, or dogs in air-conditioned rooms often seek body heat. That's why they crawl under blankets or press tightly against your legs. In the wild, animals conserve heat by sleeping close together. Your dog isn't just being affectionate. Sometimes they're just cold. The sixth reason is routine. Dogs thrive on consistency. If your dog has slept in your bed since puppyhood, that becomes normal to them. It's not a privilege in their mind. It's just how nighttime works. Suddenly changing that routine can confuse them. That's why boundaries matter from the beginning. If you allow it, be consistent. If you don't, be consistent. Dogs understand patterns much better than mixed signals. The seventh reason is anxiety reduction. Some dogs have stronger attachment patterns than others, especially dogs that were adopted later in life, experience instability, or spend long hours alone during the day. Nighttime is quiet. There are fewer distractions, less stimulation. For some dogs, that silence can feel uncertain. Being next to you creates predictability. Your breathing, your movement, your presence. It becomes a steady rhythm that helps them relax. But now let's address something important. There are a lot of myths about letting dogs sleep in your bed. Some people say it makes them dominant. Others say it ruins your authority. But sleeping location does not automatically determine dominance. Leadership in dogs comes from structure, training, and consistency, not from where they sleep. If your dog listens to commands, respects routines, and behaves well during the day, sleeping near you at night is not a power struggle, it's comfort. The real problem usually isn't the bed, it's inconsistency. If you allow it one night and punish it the next, that confusion can create stress. Now, It's also important to understand the difference between a healthy bond and overattachment. A healthy bond means your dog enjoys being near you, but can still function independently. They can sleep alone if needed. They stay calm when you leave the house. They don't panic over short separations. Overattachment looks different. It may involve destructive behavior when alone, constant whining, extreme distress if you close a door between you. If that's happening, the issue isn't really about sleeping together. It's anxiety that needs gentle training and reassurance. So the big question becomes, should you let your dog sleep in your bed? The honest answer is, it depends on your lifestyle. If you sleep well, have no allergies, and your dog is clean and well-behaved, there is nothing inherently wrong with it. But if your sleep suffers or your dog becomes territorial over the bed, it may be healthier to create a separate sleeping space, not as punishment, but as structure. Dogs actually feel secure when boundaries are clear. You can place a comfortable dog bed right next to yours, close enough for reassurance, separate enough for balance. At the end of the day, here's what truly matters. When your dog chooses to sleep next to you, it's rarely manipulation. It's instinct, it's safety, it's bonding, it's warmth, it's trust. To you, your dog may be part of your life, but to your dog, you are their daily world, their routine, their comfort, their sense of stability. Sleep is the most vulnerable state a living being can be in. If your dog chooses to spend that vulnerable moment beside you, it means they trust you completely. And that kind of trust is something no training manual can manufacture. It's earned. And here's something else most people don't think about. Dogs experience the world differently than we do. They don't understand tomorrow the way we understand tomorrow. They don't think about long-term plans, careers, or responsibilities. Their world is much simpler. It's built around routine, presence, and connection. When the house goes quiet at night, your dog isn't thinking about the next day. They're simply aware of one thing. Where are you? That awareness isn't control, it's attachment. And attachment, when healthy, is a sign of emotional security. There's also something deeply regulating about shared sleep spaces. In mammals, proximity lowers heart rate variability and reduces stress responses. This isn't just emotional, it's physiological. Your presence helps stabilize them, and in many cases, their presence can stabilize you too. That steady breathing beside you, that quiet shifting in the middle of the night. For many people, it creates comfort rather than disruption. But here's the key. Sleeping together should feel peaceful, not tense. If you ever feel irritated, crowded, or sleep-deprived, it's okay to make adjustments. Loving your dog doesn't mean sacrificing your well-being. Healthy relationships, even with animals, require balance. Some owners worry that giving their dog this closeness will make them too dependent. But dependence isn't created by affection. It's created by inconsistency. You can show warmth and still teach independence. You can allow closeness and still create structure. For example, encouraging your dog to spend time in their own bed during the day builds confidence. Teaching calm alone time helps prevent anxiety. Practicing short separation strengthens emotional resilience. That way, when they sleep next to you at night, it's a choice, not a necessity. And that difference matters, because when it's a choice, it reflects trust, not fear. In the end, the goal isn't to decide whether dogs should or shouldn't sleep in your bed. The real goal is understanding why they want to. When you understand the reason, you stop seeing it as a habit to control, and you start seeing it as communication. Your dog isn't just looking for a place to lie down. They're looking for connection. They're looking for reassurance. They're looking for the quiet confirmation that their world is still stable. And sometimes, all of that is found in the simple act of lying beside the person they trust most. So, the next time your dog curls up next to you at night, you'll know. It's not random. It's instinct shaped by evolution. It's emotion shaped by bonding. And it's trust shaped by the relationship you've built. And that kind of trust is something truly special. Before we end this, there's one simple thing worth remembering. Our dogs don't measure love in grand gestures. They don't care about expensive toys. They don't count how much money we spend on them. They measure love in presence, in tone of voice, in gentle touch, inconsistency. To us, they may be part of our busy lives, but to them, we are their entire world. So whether your dog sleeps next to you at the foot of your bed or in their own space, make sure they always feel safe. Make sure they feel seen. Make sure they feel loved, because their time with us is shorter than we'd ever like. And at the end of the day, what they remember most is how we made them feel. So hold them a little longer, speak to them a little softer, and never forget, to them, you are home.